Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live on Fox 4. We're here celebrating Kwanzaa 2018. Where are we? We're in the reception area at the Dr. Carey Robinson Center on Edison Avenue, and it's a 2018 Kwanzaa celebration. The quarterback for this particular event is the Quality Life Center, of course, a staple in our community. There are many other community-based organizations that have come in who are supporting this under the unity that is the hallmark of the Kwanzaa celebration of the African culture. One of the organizations that is a part of this unity is Lee Health. And when you think about Lee Health and that big concern, you have to think about Diane Spears, one of some fancy name nurse, not just a regular nurse. Diane Spears, what are you actually there?
I'm a director at Lee Memorial Hospital. I manage medical infectious disease, the IV team, and resource nurses.
Unbelievable. So she has a high, powerful position at Lee Health, which is Lee Memorial falls under that.
Yes.
And you guys have always, as a company, been involved and engaged in the community.
Yes.
Tell me about that culture that is within, because I see you giving health throughout the community.
Yes. You know what? Years ago, as I told you before, when we recognized that African American, we were dying at a higher rate from cancer, blood pressure, stroke, heart disease than any other race. So as a nurse, it was my responsibility to point this out to my organization. We got issues, and we need to do something. And I'm so excited because under Jim Nathan, and also today with Antonucci, they want and encourage that we teach, that we prevent these preventable things from occurring.
I know just from being around you and talking and coming to some of your health forums and having you on the show, working with the Omega Psi Phi's, and then you at the Haitian event, and then you at Community Fund Day. I'm tracking you. I keep bumping into you. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Diane, when you guys see her on the show, I literally have to pull her on the show. You prefer to just be in the background doing the work, right?
Yes. That's what I love to do. I love to do the work. I love to be the motor behind whatever makes happen. Yeah. This
event, Kwanzaa, that's taking place this evening, what do you expect to happen tonight?
You know, I am so excited because one reason I'm so excited is that I'm a new board member of Quality Life Center representing Lee Memorial Hospital, Lee Health rather. And talking to Keisha and looking at the program, I myself, as an African American, I am going to learn a lot. And so I'm excited about that, opening up my horizon as to what is it that the African, what did we bring to this community and to the society
and this holiday.
And this holiday. So I'm excited. I'm open. I'm here to actually learn a lot.
And you guys may say, okay, Lee Pitts, he's been at everything and da-da-da. I have never been to a Kwanzaa celebration.
I was ashamed.
Now, I know about there's some various princes, Omuja and all of that, but tonight I'm going to learn. I'm going to do the welcome, and then I'm going to act like I know as much about Kwanzaa as everybody else, and then I'm going to sit my butt down and learn.
Well, now I'm not so embarrassed. Because I was embarrassed to say I haven't been, and I'm going to learn. Right. I'm open to learning. Right. You know what? That's what makes great people. You're okay about learning. When you don't know something, you're okay about learning that something you don't know.
And that's the beauty of this evening. A lot of unity, a lot of people, about 250 people. Finally I see Alan Stockton over there. I'm going to get a chance to talk to him as well. Get some final points from you. We're in the holiday season. We're closing out the year. And people making all these New Year's resolutions.
Yep.
One of the things that should be at the top of their list is to be as healthy as possible.
Exactly.
Right? Give some tips on starting the new year. What should they do? You go and get that physical first?
Yes, we do. We do need to have our physical exam every year. Not only that, exercising. You need to exercise. It don't have to be vigorous. Even if you're walking every day, a mile or 2 miles. Watch your eating. watch the fat, watch the sodium intake, the salt intake. So because you want to keep your blood pressure down. So, it's important that, and I tell the nurses in the hospital, we got to teach people their numbers. Know your numbers. Know what your blood pressure numbers are. Know what your cholesterol numbers are. Know those numbers so you know whether you're improving or you're not improving. So one of the things I'm teaching my nurses to teach the patient, the people, is that it's called...
Hold on a second. Stay with that point. I just love the whole idea that she's teaching her nurses. She's the top, and she's got people under her. This is we fortunate. Diane Spears she's the director. All right, go ahead. Don't lose your point.
One of the things I'm teaching my nurse to teach the patient is to ask me 3. Every patient should know, what is my problem? You teach that patient what their problem is and why it's in what they should do about that problem. If I had high blood pressure, stay away from the salt, keep your weight down, exercise, and why is it important that I do these things? Those are 3 things every patient should walk out of the hospital understanding.
Let me ask you this, and I don't think I've gotten a chance to ask anybody this. Sometimes I hear people say it, that certain people's blood pressure is cultural. In other words, is it true that in general, black people blood pressure is going to be a little higher, so you shouldn't get alarmed, or should it be the same as all?
You want to say it should be the same as all, and it should be. But there's a familiar trend going on that our blood pressure are running a little higher. But that could be changed with our diet and our habits and exercising. That can be changed. We need to watch. Not that we say because your mom had blood pressure problem, I'm going to have blood pressure problem. But most likely I may. So I need to watch what I do very carefully. Like my daughter, she watches everything because in her family, blood sugar, blood pressure, and all of that. So, and weight problems. She watches her weight. She watches her blood sugar. She watches all those things and she's very, very healthy. Yeah.
Now, that bottom number should be around what, and that top number should be around what?
Right.
And which one of those numbers is the most important?
They're both important, but the most important, we say, is the bottom number. That's called the diastolic, because that's the time the systolic is a top number and the diastolic. Systolic, I'm just looking at today, should be about 130, diastolic about an 80. You gotta, between those 2 numbers, if that bottom number is 90 and 92 and higher than 90, your heart is not resting in between. There's no rest in between. So if it's not resting, there's a chance of anything occurring. So this is why it's important that you keep that diastolic at about 80.
And one of the key components to that is to eliminate that salt. Salt is a big deal.
Salt is a big thing. When we go
and you get salt in different places. People don't realize they get it, right? Basically, when you go to fast food, you get a lot of salt.
Oh, you get a lot of sodium. All that preservative food, all that frozen food, they're maintained because of the sodium's keeping it. So it's full of sodium. Okay. Well, that's your tip. Get moving, eat properly, get checked on. Don't wait till the last minute to go to the emergency room. Get your normal physicals. That should be once a year or twice. Oh, once a year, annual.
Okay.
And if you have a health condition like being a diabetic, high blood pressure, they're probably going to want to see you about every 6 months.
Okay. Yeah. And take your medications.
Please take. Oh my goodness. Please take your medication as prescribed. Okay.
We got it right here from our in-house nurse right here in the community at the Kwanzaa celebration. Big shout out to Lee Health for being a partner with this spectacular affair. We'll be right back with more interviews right here at the reception, Kwanzaa 2018, Dr. Carrie Robinson Center. It's Lee Pitts Live.
Thank you.